Welcome to Big Snap and Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and today we are on Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, come to the stage. Now, I recommend this can be for your Sun, your Moon, or your Rising. So if you're Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, Gemini Sun, I recommend watching all 12 not all 12 videos, but waiting till all 12 videos pop out and seeing what correlates. Because I can also be talking to your Venus, your Mars, because we all have these signs, right? We're all one collective consciousness. So all these signs can correlate with other planets in certain houses. You may just get a reading from this, okay? So take what resonates and leave out the rest. First, we're going to start off with Tarot, and then we're going to go into all oracles. You'll get an answer to your question. We'll bust out the angel deck and something that you need to know at the end. Okay? Let's see, what do we have? Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button and click the bell. That way you guys are notified every time I drop a video. Take a deep breath. Ground your energy. Okay, let's see what comes up for Gemini. Whoa. Gemini's got a whole lot going on, let me tell you. Find out what is on the radar. Mm, mm, mm. I'll try and show you the cards since you may not be able to see all of them. We got a little story to tell. Gemini, what have you been going through? Okay, first we have King of Cups. Okay, with the King of Cups, you guys are keeping your emotions intact at this current moment. Okay, you're not an emotional roller coaster, but you can be in your emotions at this time. You do have some sort of emotional intelligence as well as you're riding the waves. Now, as I'm going through this spread, also we have Seven of Swords and King of Swords right after that, and then 10 of Wands. Okay, hold on. This is really telling something here. One scenario could be you guys had a lot of love or an emotion for a person, place, or thing, something that could have been said or that was spoken that you didn't like, or some deceptive energy, or you could have had deceptive energy. There could have been lies, betrayal. Trying to remove your emotions out of it with the King of Swords energy, it's like you were just straight, you're all in, and then it just went to straight intellect, no emotion whatsoever. So you might have closed out a cycle. You're not taking action with the person, place, or thing any longer because it was too much of a battle for you. So then you went to go focus on your coins. Okay. However, you had some sort of, it's like you could have been addicted to this person, place, or thing. So you could have took 10 steps back or 2 steps back. This could be going back to a relationship or back to a job or back to an old way of being. You could have went to vices to deal with this and cope with this situation that could have occurred. Back to the energy we have, because you have the devil here and King of Pentacles. Sorry. You have King of Pentacles. Back focusing on your money. I'll get more into detail with the devil energy there. Okay. You could have been dealing with a earth sign. Let me get more into this. So you could have had Ace of Wands. You went to go ahead and had a conversation. It was a green light to keep talking, to keep going. However, this was taken away from you focusing on your career path, Five of Pentacles. You could have left somebody out in the cold, or they could have left you out in the cold, because it was kind of taken away from what you typically do as far as building your foundation. Gemini, we know you love to have money and all of the things. So this is where you started to take back action into your dreams and your passions and whatever you're trying to achieve in life right now, and to focus back onto your goals with the Eight of Wands here. Okay. Now we do have the Empress here as well. So you guys, um, this is a lot of divine feminine energy. You could have been dealing with someone that was very divine, or you felt that this could have been someone for you. Um, I feel as if whoever this may be, you can't get them out of your mind. For some reason, this could be someone that you are in close proximity with, that you live near, or this could be someone you work with. Okay. And I feel here some of you guys may have even impregnated this person if you're a male. But I feel also too, you guys have so many ideas and so many things that you want to get done. You could have you have clarity now after whatever situation that you went through with this person. Oh, I feel like it was kind of a love spread there. Some of you guys are involved with somebody, whether it was a business partner or a love ship. There was some connection that hindered you in a way to where it kind of brought you back to your old ways, or it put a halt on what you typically and normally do in your daily living. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And some of you even, you know, you cut the corner and went back, but then you finally ended. I feel like there was some major conversation or closing out, but this allowed you to walk away from what you needed to get done. So here you are taking action and going back to what you normally do. And this is why you have so many ideas. You could be a content creator. You could be someone that owns your own business. You could be an entrepreneur. But now I feel as if you have the space and the capacity to move further with whatever this was. Okay, that could be a story. That's very specific for somebody. I just read your whole life. Um, but having the King of Cups, King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles, a lot of masculine energy here, and Ace of Swords, um, a lot of high cards. Okay, so now you're moving more in your masculine. You're getting out of your feelings and into your bag, is what I'm feeling here. Some of you guys could have been dealing with. I've got all signs on the board, really. Um, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Um, they could also be another Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or have something similar in their chart. Pretty much all signs are here, honestly, you guys. It could be their Venus sign as well that I'm reading. Now, once you close out a cycle and ended things, when you track back, there was still conflict. I feel as if it's like you couldn't let go. There's something addictive about their energy, or something, their energy you wanted to be around, or you had plans. You could have included this person within making money with them, building something with them. It's like you had those ideas, and now you're going back to the drawing board with yourself, and doing it alone. And now I feel as if some of you guys are on the single path, you're focusing on you, you're really trying to zero in on yourself, on the things that you've got to do. And I feel as if you're working with all the tools that you have in mind, and your intuition's on point. I feel as if that could have been a lesson, something that helped you get through whatever you need to get through. Like I said, this could have been a business partnership. This could be a lover. It could be a friend, family member, however it pertains to you. Okay, we're gonna get some more clarity here. So let's go ahead and pull some oracles. That way we can dive a little bit deeper. Everything's already pre-shuffled. Oh, right out the gate. Right out the gate. Trust the niggle. N-I-G-G-L. Okay. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? See how she's holding herself? Yeah, there's something here that it's just, it could be a person, place, or thing that's on your mind. And it's hard to maybe release this energy because, you, like I said, this person could be in the vicinity of where you live or your environment, or you see them at work or online. Um, it's it's sad. I feel as if it's not something that you wanted, okay, because the devil energy here, it's not something that you wanted to do, but it's like almost like it was forced to finally let go. Some of you guys could have had a breakthrough and had a conversation and recognized that you can't really balance your work, or maybe you don't want to tell anyone what you're doing and you don't want to share your life, but you could still be dealing with this energy, okay, and still trying to take action steps towards your goals at the same time. But trust your gut, trust your intuition, okay? You could be trying to carry yourself through. This could be a rough chapter for you in this moment. It's someone is in your head or some thought is in your mind that you can't really express, right? So you're going to have to trust your intuition and your gut on whatever situation that's putting you in the space of darkness, okay? This could also be you tapping to vices, trying to make yourself feel better, whether it's eating, overworking, you know, working out too much, or not really taking care of yourself. There could be other vices as well, smoking, drinking, those could be things as well. Um, Whatever that may be for you. It can be just an obsession, okay? There's some sort of obsession. You could have been dealing with someone that maybe I feel as if that wanted to do right by you and you wanted to do right by them, but there was just a clash of energy. There was some conflict of energy. Something was very conflicting. There was some competition, okay? I don't know what type of competition, but there was some back and forth in your mind, or there's competition just out there that just didn't feel good, right? Let's see what else we have here. But yeah, it's leaving you. You could have cried, you could have been sad, embarrassed. Okay, what else do we have? Let me clarify the situation for Gemini. We have unbound. Hmm. Okay, so releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I was gonna say that earlier that this could be. I really don't like to say it, but you know how with this devil energy here, someone that could be very like an obsession kind of an energy. It's like you wanted their energy, you got them back, and then you had to release them again. It's like going back to something, trying it again, and then still thinking about them, having the itch to call or text or be around them. But either you or that person had to release, or it's telling you should just let it go. Just let it go. Trust your gut and your intuition, or maybe go towards it. It depends on your situation. Maybe try again, right? And really see what you want. Because I feel as if here it's leading you to be in your emotions. And I feel like you don't want to be in your emotions, you want to be in your bag, but you want to have the reciprocity. You want to be able to just fall in someone's arms. You want to be able to move with ease and grace and be who you want. It's as if two people wanted to feel free but be together, and that caused an emotional break here. Um, it's like you couldn't see eye to eye, or there was no patience here to allow this person to be this person, that person to be that person. I feel like, God damn, this turned into a love reading. Ah. So it says get grounded. Okay, that's the other card that came out as well. So getting grounded, right? Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So it's very important that whenever you get in a situation that can take over your emotions, start to really, you look at your money like it's funny. You stop being who you are and you lose yourself in that. So that could have happened as well. So it's telling you to get grounded, find yourself again, find out what you want to do, what are your passions, and how you want to move. This is the only way that you're going to be able to move forward, right? And once you focus on yourself, we got a lot of third party energy here too, as well. A lot of people, many people were involved here in this situation. It's like too many people, like too many cooks in the kitchen having something to say. You guys could be someone that very popular or well known, have a lot of friends or people that like you or like them. So it's telling you to really get grounded, okay? And getting grounded could be listening to music. It could be zoning out. It could be writing. It could be walking, whatever that may be for you. Just taking a moment to really breathe in and really figure out what you want to do. It could be connecting with nature. However it looks for you, it could be different for everybody on how you get grounded. Okay. And there could have been flowers that were given, the I'm sorry's, the I miss you's. I feel as if no one wanted anything bad to happen, but the way that things transpired, it could have allowed other people to come in and just say things. Okay, and that kind of added fuel to the fire here. Some people got left behind, some people were left in the background. During this connection, you could have stopped hanging out with friends, you could have stopped, your work slowed down, you didn't want to go to work, you just wanted to be with this person. Obsession card here. Okay, but a change needed to happen. And change, when you see a change in your money and it's looking funny, you probably had to close that cycle because of the many conflicts that were arising. So, what do you know best? Gemini, you know to get in your bag and not your feelings, right? Let me see, let's get more here. Gemini, Sun and Rising in this story. Whoa. Yeah, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Literally just saying it, right? So it's like all about getting back to you and what you want to do and how you want to go about it is what's really important either to you or it's telling you to focus on that right now. Okay? Really figure out because this situation could have left you in pieces, like I was saying earlier. You could have been brokenhearted, sad, embarrassed, stressed out, angry, frustrated. What doesn't feel in alignment with what you're doing right now? I feel as if you're all about the energies that make sense to you, that are into the same things that you are, that have the same interests. It's not all about sex, it's not all about money. It's more like you want to be loved and liked for who you are and what you bring to the table. You do have that part of wisdom about you and your intuition, but it's telling you to get grounded in order for you to utilize those gifts so that you can recognize these things and you can feel what's not aligned for you and what needs to change. It could be something within you that needs to change. This could have been the downfall of whatever occurred. This fell right under, the devil and addiction card, right? For some, it could have been something that you needed to change that you didn't want to change for this person, and that's why it fell to pieces. Okay, so you got to really look at your life. What is something that keeps happening over and over because of something you've done or said? So sometimes you have to look at the man in the mirror. If something's happened 10 times in a row because of one result of something that you could be doing or saying, then you have to really check yourself, right? We also have deep replenishment that came out as well. Okay. So retreat, rest, and be held. Yes, I felt that. Some of you guys just need a big old hug right now. It could be in a marriage, or it could be girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend. There's not gender specific here, but whatever connection it could be, a business partnership, a family member, a loved one, best friend, whoever, whatever the situation was. What you need to do is cleanse. You need to really take a moment. Sometimes you have to remove your energy from people, places, and things. That way you can be the outside person looking in and really zero in on, okay, this is how I'm going to make my money. This is what I'm going to focus on. This is how I can eliminate conflict. I need to slow down on this. I need to give this up so that I can take 21 days to gain a new habit, and lose a bad one. Uh, these are things that you need to be asking yourself. And yes, everyone deserves love. You may need some comfort. You may need some empathy. You may need some compassion. You can be very expressive, but also want to keep your business to yourself, because maybe this is where the Five of Wands came in, that conflict. Because maybe you said too much or shared too much, right? Because you do also have Seven of Swords and Ace of Swords along with the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords can be very direct up front, you know, straight shade, no pink lemonade, okay? Um, and maybe not so nice of words could have came out possibly here, with whether it's you or the other party. So you need to really figure that out for yourself. Let me see anything else for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, next deck. Let's see what the angels have to say about this, you guys. The angel messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Fiona is in the house. Opal's in the house. We got Adriana in the house. Sonia's in the house. Sonia's always around, I feel like, in every single reading that I do, because the unseen world, there's always someone around us, whether it's your higher self or a loved one in another dimension, is always around you. Okay, so Sonia's always going to be chilling, I feel like. And we also have Serafina. Okay, so if you guys have a family, a change is definitely going to be coming in. Let's say you have kids and this affected your kids, or this affected how you operate with your kids. When we tend to carry in another energy into our world, it's all about trying to fit them into your bubble and vice versa, right? When you're trying to commingle with two energies and have them come together, there could be disturbances in your environment. So, just so you know, a happy change is coming or an addition is coming. Some of you guys, with this Empress and having Serafina come out, like I said, someone could have gotten pregnant, but also you could have gained like a pet, okay? Dog, a cat, um, and adding an animal to the family. And that could be your soothing, pet for you. Um, Emotional pet, right? Or it can just be, you know, in addition, like I said, have another kid come in, possibly, okay? Um, Another thing is that you're, since you are focused on your coin, okay, King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, you're really taking action on something at the same token. So it's like you're back to taking action. You're back to taking care of your business, right? And in the midst of that, there's something that, whatever is leading you this way to go through what you had to go through, because it's leading you towards an answer to something that you've been trying to materialize in your life. So make sure that you are paying attention and staying present and listening and following certain steps. You have to listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your dreams. You can be getting messages in your dreams if you remember them. Okay, that's a tall tale sign there as well. Now, like I said, once again, if you got, I'm feeling kids, somebody with kids. You got kids, they got kids. Something with kids are like earth angels. They might have something to share with you, what they observed, okay? Um, Everyone's well taken care of. I don't feel any negative energy with that. That's the good thing about it. It's back to taking care of your family, you and your kids, okay? And some of you guys could have asked for help, assistance, support, and that is on the way as well. But you have to be open to receiving, because if you are open to receiving, it won't matter what vessel it comes from. Sometimes it comes through people that you wouldn't even think, but it's something that you ask for, and it's going to come through another vessel. Okay, some type of assistance, some type of guidance, a conversation, because everyone deserves a little push, a little motivation, and a little bit of love. Okay, so now go ahead and ask a question once you really think about it. What is a daunting question that you've been truly wondering, that you've been sitting on, that you haven't had an answer to? And let's see what cards come out for you. It could be multiple questions. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. We have big happy changes coming up for you. And this is the second time that's come out. Okay, literally. Something had to be released in order for you to gain. We also have no. No is the answer. Okay, however that pertains to you, whatever you're thinking about. Okay, moving on. I want to see what are some last minute words that we have for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising. Anything that they need to know. Anything they need to know. I think we got our answer finally. Oh, we've got two. Okay. We have the Seas of Mintanka. So seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to the light. We also have Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Okay. Rewards. This is a wild card. I'm getting that you guys have a lot of energy and you need somewhere to place that energy. Productive. Just be productive. You probably have a lot of people watching you, getting lights, camera, action. Yeah, there's a door opening up for you. Okay. But you decide if you want to walk through what is being presented to you. And also, make sure you bring the light within every situation, or see the light in every situation. Seeing the potential of what can play out. Try not to be pessimistic. Be more optimistic. Okay. Gemini, that is your reading. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tap, and turn on. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.